world sucks.
Onward, ho! For I have a journey for us to tend to. Yes. Quite the journey indeed.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time?
that button do?
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Gonna get on this. Gonna get on this little people lift. I believe that's what that's for. Yep, it's a little person lift. I'm going to stand on it. I am now rising.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it?
Yep.
Was it even possible?
Nope.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes. So I am now taking a few steps down
Here
these
was the
stairs.
proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
How? How am I? Pee and poo. I am so sorry I put you through that just now. 1, 2. Is that 3 up there? That is 4. 1, 2, 3. Walking up the stairs, taking my time, working my glutes out. Get my hooker boots out. Gonna make you a man, gonna touch you with my inner thigh. I'm gonna make you breathe a heavy sigh. You're gonna come instantly when I bring my manpower to your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah! That did nothing. Is there a 6? Is there a number 6? I'm looking. Ronald 6. No? No, it's that. That's 1 and 2. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going to facility power. And this, my friends, this is where I will gain control of everything. I want to be the narrator. I want to be God Dalton. Haha.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Okay. See, I was full on expecting it to be, I don't know, like, a chair that maybe the narrator was sitting in. That he was controlling the story from. Well, since that's out of the question, what am I doing? I'm just gonna press on.
Oh, Stanley.
What?
You didn't just activate the controls, did you?
But
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Todd!
Oh, Stanley. I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave.
Okay.
If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
Big red.
I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
2.
Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine.
No.
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
On it.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Is it?
What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
This is
What all
stressing me the
means.
fuck
I
out.
barely know where to start.
Christ.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Oh.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
Okay.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground.
What am I
swallowing
supposed to
everyone
do?
inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Shut up.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not?
Thank you.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
A door. Or get me the hell out of here.
Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it on? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Not talking to you anymore.
Numbered buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
What the fuck?
To see you made
You're so
humble.
sadistic.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Looking
That's
at it.
30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Well, that's personalized.
Don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your
Safer in
inevitable
here?
life.
It's gotta be safer in here. The numbers are bigger in here.
Until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Ha! Oh, he. What is going on? It's loading again. I can't understand what's. No. I'm going a different route this time. I don't understand this game at all. I wish I did. I'd love to. I think it would be great. It would be great to understand what's going on because then I wouldn't be spitting all over the place, getting my mustache all wet.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Yep, no, I'm not
doors,
listening.
he
Can
entered the door
listeners at home, can you so kindly tell the narrator that I have had it with his
not a
motherfucking
single
bullshit,
person
if
here
you will.
either.
Talk less. Do you
Feeling a
believe in
wave
amazing
of
work?
disbelief,
Don't
Stanley
give a fuck.
decided to go up
Okay,
to his
no.
boss's
I'm not
office,
listening to you. I'm not
hoping he
listening
might
to you. I'm
find
going
an
in the
answer
broom
there.
closet.
Oh, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not coming to a staircase.
Oh, I'm not
Stanley
listening to you.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nope. I fucking.
But Stanley
that my car?
just couldn't do it.
Is that my car?
He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours.
All right.
He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished.
Yeah.
His boss would think he was crazy.
But
And then
I'm
something
gonna-
occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
this here
no
for?
reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down?
Ah!
Why did doors close automatically behind him?
I've been
wherever
asking that
he
for a while.
went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar.
Yeah.
Were they simply repeating?
Uh-huh.
No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real.
No.
And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
I feel
He thought
crazy.
to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the
Oh,
ground.
disorienting.
Then he imagined
Oh,
himself
no.
soaring through space on a magical
Oh.
starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun.
At
And
least the
Stanley
story's
marveled
advancing.
that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner.
What was it?
Why is there a voice in my head
That's a good question.
dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
I don't know.
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility
Fuck
for
it, I'm
himself?
staying put.
Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt
Yeah,
the cool weight of the blanket
Be in your
on his
office. Be
skin,
sleeping on your desk,
the press
please.
of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
Am I? I really don't. Oh, damn it! What? What?
Stanley began screaming.
I don't understand.
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real.
Oh, it's turning red.
Hear my voice. Who am I? Who am I?
Don't understand anything that's going on.
Black.
Am I back in the office? Am I safe?
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
I'm a fucking woman now? What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other.
What?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and
What?
walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
I'm dead? No, 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 no. No, no, I'm not having this in my house anymore. You can take your witchcraft and your time travel and your I want to bring you back to life. I don't care what I do with myself as long as the story gets to start over and the narrator doesn't know what's going on and I die at the end no matter what. No, you can take I'm just gonna call it here. I'm just gonna call it here. And I'm gonna stop recording and I'm going to walk peacefully away. And this never happened. Okay? Okay.